ending this nightmare.
You asked.
I'm ending this nightmare.
This one is mine.
Ready for more?
Actually, I'm not.
what's up, Bonehogs? Should you get a cure? Welcome to a video all about Injustice 2. My top 10 best characters in Injustice 2 edition. I do this for MKX, and you guys seem to like it, so I'm doing another one for Injustice 2. Oh, just a couple of honorable mentions here. Captain Cold didn't make this list, but I think he's very, very close. If you want to argue for the 10th spot, I wouldn't fight you for it. Also, Blue Beetle. That's when people have won at least 20 games.
Fighters approaching the Joker's playground.
Won't get started.
Accept your death.
Starting our list off here with Superman, number 10. Superman is kind of this game's all around. Like, you can just kind of do everything, so you can annihilate if you want, that kind of thing. Or you can although not as good as the first Justice game, is still extremely powerful for really any opponent. Easy hit confirm if you're damage. And then he has damage on top of that, character power, he has damage buff, so you get more damage, and the ability to break armor. Superman was kind of a nightmare for Bane players. If you're a Bane player, I'm sure you probably agree. They just completely shut down on their entire game plan, so yeah. Number 10, the Supers. Number 9 on this list is Robin. Robin can do many things. They have all sorts of battery setups. They can force you to just kind of block things you can otherwise just can't get out of. There's all sorts of weird mix-ups with this thing. You ever played like Lord Moon or Iron Man? I have no idea to this day how I got around that. A lot of people like to try and zone Robin out. You just throw one of these bad boys and just race it behind it there. Also, you have a trait that you can use in 3 different ways with 3 different uses for all this thing to be somewhat viable. He has a lot. He has a lot, man. And on top of all of that, it's like trouble. Check out this combo that I just put together.
Better, not good enough.
466 damage. Yeah, because he hits you with an 18-frame overhead. 18 frames! That's like on the verge of being hacked. Probably infuriating. Probably not played it. Number 8 is Black Manta. This character, kind of similar to Robin, but like a little bit better. This kind of controls everywhere. You have options all over the place. You got like this one thing over here.
We need to discuss the gun.
Yeah, they sure do. Got a teleport. Never really can tell. I think on watch, but I wasn't ever the best with Mantis, so I don't know for sure. Yeah, there's a low overhead strength before you cancel the trade. With an extra juice. If you've ever seen some of this trade combos in the corner, they are good stuff. Watching a good Black Manta, like Slick Bandicoot, for example, is just like wondrous. You see all these cool combos, this cool tech, and like the air control as well. You know, it's really fun to watch. And then chip damage on top of all of that. Like you look at something like that, you go, boom, and he's very safe on a lot of things too, right? Anything for that safe or plus or whatever.
I don't trust you.
And then he controls this area here like so well.
Begin.
So scary. Number 8. Blackest of all the hands. Moving on to number 7, the Atom. And honestly, this character should be higher, I think. I think from playing the character, like I struggle to block the trait shenanigans kind of as it is, but in just the trait and mash too, you know, you're good to go. And then like outside of that, you got a projectile here, super fast, you meter burn it, there's a combo launcher, so that's fair, right? Got one of the best teleports in the game. Covers super duper fast. Can't enhance it, but I think it becomes unsafe at that point. There you go. Then you have all these different little potion things. You mess with all these different potion dealies. You blow them up. Get a little fart cloud there, you know. Ooh, that sucks to walk through. I've seen some combos in the corner with the red stuff. Do I have the red stuff? I can't remember what the red stuff is. Anyways, again, I don't play Adam. I just played against him. He's very infuriating. You can't zone him out. You can't really rush him down. Although his damage isn't the greatest, he just makes up for it for having so many tools. He has this move where is it? Defying gravity, down back to, where he just floats. They can jump at you. You're ready to smack them with an anti-air. Excite! Jump kick instead. Just so many different ways to open him up. I really think this character is extremely good. How good? I don't know. If there's any Adam mains out there, let me know how you feel about him. This is where I'm going to put him for now. Not really sure how I feel about that. Number 6 is Young Batman. Kind of like a better version of Superman in some aspects, just being like an all-rounder. Batman has arguably one of the best traits in the game. With these little bats that float around him, you can do all sorts of things, you know? You can extend combos. Oh, look at that! I don't even play Batman. That was easy. Super easy to play. Really nice, easy, hit-confirmable launchers. Good special moves. Got batarangs you can throw. It's actually just straight batarangs, actually a decent projectile. Like, the dude has it all. And on top of that, the trait to cover his ass in case he actually wants to do something unsafe. You know, you do a set unsafe thing, whatever it is. Help them with the bat so that they can't punish you, and if they try, womp womp, a full combo. Because you just hit confirm to this guy, and away you go. If you play Brainiac, you probably hate this character. Just batarang in the air, batarang in the air, batarang in the air. He has the bat sprinkles as well. Look at that. Good air control, good ground control. Just controls everything. Batman is the perfect character. But not top tier enough. He's like super duper balanced. A little bit with a sprinkling of OP-ness. But no. We're moving into the top 5 now. This is where shit gets real. Join me. Make your guesses now. Who the top 5 are. And see if we're on the same page. First one. Black Adam. This character was stupid. Still is, I suppose. I strongly dislike moves that track you. Like this move here. You don't have to hit a direction. It just tracks you. Same with this move here. That one's even more infuriating because it really stops movement, and that's another thing I don't like. You're scared to move because, oh, Black Dragon. I got into full combo because I'm freaking Black Adam. I don't know Black Adam combos, but pretty much safe on block dive kick from anywhere on the screen. What did this character not have? Oh, that's right, a wake up. But do you really need a wake up when you're like hitting for huge damage into like either your setup or whatnot? Even try for stuff and just end up being plus, not even safe, like plus. Like his frame data is crazy. If you go through the move list, let's have a look and see. Let's see some stuff here. When are you supposed to punish this guy? -2, +2, +3, +5. Ignore that one. -5, -2, -3, 0, -2, -3. Ignore that one. Nobody uses that one. But you see what I'm saying though, right? So it's just hard to ever get a hit on the guy. You kind of have to read the board one high and poke underneath it. That's what I try and do is Firestorm. But above all else, the most infuriating thing about this character is when you're down to 10 health and he just fucking laughs, whips his balls out. What are you gonna do? It's the game on. GG's. Try again next game, I guess. I don't know. That's Black Adam. And now for the Flash. There are a lot of Flash outliers out there. Oh, we get zoned out. If you really care about being zoned out, just by the time you get in, it's 560 damage. It's a guess again, bro, into freaking 640 damage. I don't think that's a valiant excuse. You got this 50-50s forward 2. How fast is forward 2? Let's have a look at this. 17 frames. Unreactive, basically. 1-2. Down 1-2. Down 1-2. Down 1-2. Into launchers, into whatever. Then you activate your trait, which slows down time. And, I mean, you can just do this in the neutral if you want to land. Hey, look at me. I can go normal speed and you're freaking turtling. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now over here. Then we actually does get a combo. This is something I think that is overlooked by a lot of people. You just get to kick him in the nuts like 4 or 5 times. But like, look at the meter that this move builds as you're doing that combo. 4 of those get you over half a bar a meter. Over half a bar a meter. But like, by the time you've already factored in the initial special move, maybe their trade. Nah, trade doesn't give a meter. But yeah, any special moves you use within that combo, you're basically getting 1 bar for free. It's stupid. Unreactive 50-50s. crazy special moves, crazy damage. So what? You have to set it full screen for a little bit. Worst case Ontario, just freaking off your trade and move on in. There you go. You're welcome, Flash players. It's Flash. I play Flash 101. God, this character makes me angry. Hellboy. A character that you just have no idea what the hell is going on. Just super chaotic, good at every range. Great air control. He's got an anti-air grab and this upward revolver thing. He's got a command grab. How do I do that one? Yeah, like that. We got a command grab on top of your regular throw, on top of a low starter that he has, on top of this most insane stuff I'm just about to show you right here. This move right here. This is a leaping attack. If he commits to the attack, it's a low. But you can cancel it. You can cancel it. And then it turns into not only a mix on overhead low, but also a mix on what the fuck side he lands on. He could be on the other side, backdash it. Oh, just kidding, I'm over here. Or he can forward dash it. Oh, just kidding, I'm over here. Smack you with some sort of crazy jump attack, go into his low, then you get overhead low. Or you can just straight up commit to the low. Yeah, no big deal. NBD, as the kids say. This made this character super frustrating to fight. Especially as a character that has myself, who's a mixed character, but like, when you're like sitting full screen and you think you're good, and just, what? Surprise! Maybe net a little bit of extra damage by meter burning it, you know? And the combos, if the Hellboy player knew what they were doing, 500 plus combos on top of all of this craziness that you're seeing right now. So, this is why Hellboy is number 3 on the list. Now for the top 2. But honestly, I wouldn't argue it if you switched the 2 around. You might see why I would in a second, but yeah, there's an argument either way. They're pretty close. I think they both just kind of do different things better, but yeah. Anyways, without further ado, here's the top 2. Number 2, Starfire. Absolutely gross character design. In a game that heavily favors zoning, Starfire has some of the grossest zoning I've ever seen in a Mortal Kombat or in Justice game. Like, absolutely insane. You got this little ball that you send to that behind. You can do all sorts of crazy combos. I think at one point I hit like 400 damage, like full screen. I don't know. It's some craziness. She has everything. Forward advancing moves. That's an overhead. Then you guessed it, an overhead or a throw. They actually buffed that, I believe, at some point. So you don't really know what she's doing. Straightforward projectile. This projectile. She can do a little ball. She can do this. She can do freaking her trade's crazy. Do her trade in the air if she wants to, you know? And then she has a wake up attack, which is this one. Super safe on block. Or there's this one, which isn't a true wake up attack. Like it brings her hitbox off the ground into the air like so fast. You can use it to get out of gaps and strings. You can use it as a wake up. You can use it for everything. Your opponent's starting to catch up on you. You just go into the air and I'm over here. A little bit of recovery on that one. So I don't want to downplay it at all, but not as great. But I think one of the things that makes her such an impressive zoner is that little ball there. It's so slow. What are you going to do? You can jump over it, or I'm going to hit you on the air with one of these. I'm going to catch your jump with one of these. And anti-air, you're going to make a permanent trade. When you're back full screen again, what are you going to do? You know? I don't think she truly lost any matchups. I mean, even up close, you know, she has a lot of options, some good strings. I use this one a lot. I like this metric. Got some range to it too, you know. 4 and 3 is pretty fast. In the corner into whatever you want. In this setup, she has setups as well. Character is deliciously OP, but not as OP as the one I'm about to talk about now. Trust me when I say, I know a thing or two about the best character in Injustice 2. Because they're my main. Yep, that's right. In my opinion, the best character in Injustice 2, Firestorm. Just the grossest mix-ups. It's like a 4-way mix-up. What side am I going to land on? Am I going to have it give some overhead and instant load, there's full combo punish. Everything's safe once you put the blue on. Into a restand, into which side am I going to land on this card? This string also becomes a launcher, so you have the one stagger. Jump 3. He has all these ambiguous AF. Jump once, jump again. Jump 2 will put you on one side, and jump 3 will put him on the other side. Look at that. That's not fair. There's nothing fair about it. And then into another reset, into what are you going to do about it? He's a better version of Flash. He doesn't really get zoned out, right? Like, he has a good fireball. Yeah, this one that... That's actually a funny story. The reason I wanted to play Firestorm is when I was watching the Watchtower streams, and I was like, I think too many people play this guy, and he actually looks like he could be a pretty good zoner with a multi-trap and a decent fireball, and then he's got the atomic charge, which is a decent wake-up. It's a little unsafe, but better than a lot of wake-ups out there, that's for damn sure. So, and I mean, I've used this numerous times, but there's an unbreakable combo that you can do with him that just does a gross amount of damage. Let me see if I can demonstrate that to you.
Begin.
So Injustice 2 has been out for 2 weeks now, and that has given us enough time to analyze each character, find out which ones are gods, and which ones are just gonna be garbage. Now these rankings are not my personal opinion, but are based on the characters who win in competitive gameplay and a fan-voted tier list. So it's still kinda subjective, and while you might personally be fantastic for a lower-ranking character, this list is just based on general consensus. Now it seems like overall, the characters who can deal out range attacks or long-string combos tend to do better, while the big powerful characters tend to be low on the list. Now there are 6 different tiers in this ranking, with S tier being the highest, and then going down through A, B, C, D, with F tier being the worst characters in the whole game. So that's how we're going to break it down. And then within each tier, we'll rank the characters from best to worst. Let's get started. F tier. Number 29 is Cheetah. Cheetah is one of the lower villains in the game. It's not very quick, but this speed comes with a steep cost. She is just lacking overall firepower, strength, and durability. She's a very fragile character and cannot deal a lot of damage against tough opponents, even after unleashing an impressive combo chain. 28 is Bane. Bane has the exact opposite armor of Cheetah. While he's strong, he's just lacking so much speed. This makes him clumsy and susceptible to many different attacks, as well as making it more difficult to break combo chains and create zone chains. Number 27 is Atrocitus. Atrocitus is in the same category as Bane, because while he has impressive strength and some nice moves, he's just lacking so much speed that he's going to get hit so much more with Hellenic Strike. D tier. 26 is Gorilla Grodd. Gorilla Grodd is a new introduction to the game. This is a side who creates his own faction to oppose both Batman and Superman. With that being said, he's not very good. Because of his large and intimidating size, you'd think that he would have a very high defense, but it's actually rather low. And while he does have higher strength and health, they're not that great compared to people like Bane or Darkseid. And really, it's that low defense. 25 is Black Canary. Black Canary is a lot like Cheetah, in that while she's very quick and surprisingly agile in the air, she is lacking in strength and is a rather fragile character. And while she does have some nice moves and the Canary tried to do some considerable damage, it's not enough to put her higher on the list. 24 is Scarecrow. Scarecrow is surprisingly strong, which is weird because he's not typically seen as a strong character. But with this strength, he can unleash more powerful normal attacks. However, his health is severely lacking, as well as his ability stats. C tier. 23 is Flash. Now this one I'm kind of bitter about having put so low, because I love the Flash and his speed and combo attacks. But I can admit that he does have some flaws. He is not the strongest character, so his normal attacks are a bit weaker, and with this speed, is a more fragile character and can't take as much damage as someone like Darkseid. 22 is Green Arrow. Green Arrow is a nice character to use because of his range attacks and strong ability and health stats, but he's severely lacking in the strength department, forcing you to land more combo chains, which might not always be possible. 21 is Wonder Woman. While Wonder Woman has strong strength and ability stats, and I would love fighting with that sword and shield, she's a bit slow compared to other characters, and doesn't really the health stats to really tank. And while her normal attacks are strong, she has an underwhelming set of combo moves. 20 is Catwoman. Catwoman is very fast and agile and has great counters, but she doesn't really have the overall strength to match up with other opponents. Yeah, her whip is nice, and she can grab opponents relatively easily. Overall, she's kinda underpowered. 19 is Blue Beetle. Now, one thing I really like about Blue Beetle are his spike hand things. Overall, he doesn't have the most impressive stats, and I found his combo moves kinda difficult to use or get a chain going. 18 is Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing has some powerful combo moves and a very strong ability stat, but overall he's rather slow and doesn't have comparable health in order to be as good of a tank as Darkseid. B tier. Number 17 is Cyborg. Cyborg has very strong ability and health stats, and not too shabby strength and defense as well. He can use his tackle to consistently break combo chains, and is great at volleying characters. And while he can use his cannon for range combat, it's not quite as great as characters like Deadshot and Dr. Fate. 16 is Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn has nice ability stats, and while she is lacking in defense, she makes up for it with her health. She also has some capable range attacks with her pistol. Although
Please
just
let
like
me win this
Cyborg,
for a trophy.
she can't really
Please.
compare with Deadshot or Dr. Fate. 15 is Firestorm. Firestorm has a very strong ability and has a capable defense, but in my experience, it's difficult to execute combo attacks, and especially get a combo chain going with Firestorm. 14 is Green Lantern. Now, Green Lantern's power comes from his ring, which means that you have to hit intense and calculated combo chains to do any significant damage. The problem with that, though, is that once the chains are broken, it's very difficult for Green Lantern to recover. Faster characters, more competent
There we go, you're good.
are going to have no problem breaking those chains. 13 is Joker. While I don't like Joker design in the video game, and I'm not even really sure why he needed to be included in the sequel, he is a pretty good fighter. He has a remarkably high ability stat, and has a very although his downside is that he has a relatively low defense stat in comparison. 12 is Aquaman. Aquaman is a solid fighter, having strong strength and ability stats, but when he doesn't have the best health, he more than makes up for it with his defense. However, the one downside about Aquaman being such a defensive character is that you gotta be patient when using him. A tier. Number 11 is Captain Cold. Captain Cold's greatest asset is his ability stats. He's also got solid health and defense stats, making him a very balanced fighter. His Cold gun gives him incredible long-range attacks, but he can also do some serious damage at close range. Snark is actually quite the powerhouse, and a great character for new players to master. Number 10 is Brainiac. Brainiac is the main villain in Injustice 2, and is quite the powerhouse. He is a defensive titan, is fast and strong at the same time, and has some of the most devastating combos in the whole game. On top of that, he's great at keeping opponents at a distance, as his metallic arms give him quite a range. However, the only downside is that Brainiac is rather difficult to master. Number 9 is Poison Ivy. I never would have guessed it. Poison Ivy is low-key a very powerful character. She has solid strength stats, and while her defense stat is relatively lower, she makes up for it with her health. However, what puts her in the number 9 spot is her extremely high ability stat and solid combo moves. Number 8 is Superman. Superman is incredibly powerful with high strength and ability stats, and he can deal massive amounts of damage with his strikes. Superman is also able to fly, and this makes it much easier for him to dodge enemy attacks. However, he's not very
We
agile,
gotta win,
and he can be
please.
easily grabbed and his attacks avoided. Number 7 is Batman. Now, Batman has very high health stats, which is good because he does not have the strongest strength or defense stats. Instead, Batman really relies upon his gadgets, combo attacks, and hitting combo chains, which can be difficult at times. If you can hit the right combos, though, Batman can do some real damage, although, like I said, it takes time and practice to do so. Finally, we have S tier, and these guys are the gods. Number 6 is Dr. Fate. I love Dr. Fate, and his attacks are definitely the most stunning out of the entire pantheon of characters. Fate has adequate defense, but his ranged attacks are incredible, and sometimes allow him to go a whole match without even letting his opponents get within range. Number 5 is Robin. Now, Robin was maybe the most surprising character in this game for just how good he is. He has great overall stats, especially his attack stats, and is very, very fast and agile. That means that he can get in and get out, dealing damage on opponents and then quickly getting out of range. Number 4 is Black Adam. Black Adam is an extremely capable fighter in this game, able to deal out massive damage both up close and from a distance. On top of that, he also has a very strong defense, and is overall quite the powerhouse.
Jeez.
Number 3 is Darkseid. Darkseid is one of the strongest characters in the game, and actually the character with the highest health stat as well. His Omega Beams are able to deal lots of damage and keep opponents at bay, and then up close.
Please cut me a break. I know you can destroy me, I just need this for the daily stuff. Please.
Can unleash some powerful punches. However, the only downside of Darkseid is that he's very slow. In the wrong hands, it's rather useless. Number 2 is Supergirl. Supergirl is a new addition to the Injustice universe, and has very, very high defense and ability stats. She also has a quick, just like Robin. It's capable of getting in, dealing some real damage, and then getting back out before her opponents can strike. And finally, we have Deadshot as the best character in Justice 2. His guns allow him to excel at long distance attacks, but he can hold his
Oh my god, you're so good, but please. I never doubted you.
Defense and ability stats, and while he's lacking in strength, he can take down tanks with his speed and combo. What's really great about Deadshot, though, is his ability to keep opponents in the air and incapacitated. He can even take down over 50% of their opponent's health, all while they're in the air defenseless. So there we have it. Those are all the Injustice 2 characters ranked from best to worst, or from worst to best, whatever you want to say. What do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the
Oh my god,
comments
yeah, you
down
can
below.
beat the shit out
What's your
of me.
favorite character to play as? Also, be sure to subscribe on videos just like this one every single
Yeah, I know you can beat the shit out of me, bro.
Superman wins.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the Injustice 2 characters on this tier list. Now I'm going to be doing it a little different. I'm going to rank the characters on their worth in the game, so that they can on the character roster, and their power and how good they play. And a little, some other things like do they have a career skin, or what is their impact on the game as a whole. Alright, so first off, we have Superman.
Here we got it, you can
Superman he's a pretty good
my
character,
ass.
but he feels very much like a default character. He doesn't have a lot of cool moves. There's definitely a lot of characters that build on his mold much better. I've never really seen an amazing Superman player. And also, he's a guaranteed like 100% on the roster. He has to be on the roster for the game. He's the main DC superhero other than Batman. So considering that, he does get bumped up a little bit for me. I would say he's usable since he has the clear skin in Bizarro, who's so cool, and he's pretty powerful. Just kind of mediocre character, and you know he's Superman. I would say he goes into the base category.
Okay, you
he'll
won.
definitely not be the number one in base category. So yeah. All right, next up we have the Atom. Now the Atom is one of the best characters in the game. I mean, he's so fun to use. When he goes small, it is one of the funnest things because you can just trap your opponent over and over again. His super move is super cool, and you know he's a great addition. I mean, it's awesome to have a more B-list characters in the game who are also pretty essential to DC mythos. So I would put him in the God tier for now. I mean, obviously he's not the top one in God tier, but he is voice, and she's okay to play as, but you know, she's not really central member of that family, in my opinion. I would rather have many more people. So I'm gonna put her in rather not, just because she's not the best, but she's not the worst. Alright, next up we have Black Manta. Now Black Manta is a very special one. I think Black Manta is amazing. I think he's really fun to play against. He's really OP, and I always get destroyed when I play against him. And when I play with him, I don't do that good because I'm just not that good with those types of characters. But Superman wins. Hard to beat, and I find that fun. And also, it's great to have a villain for every Justice League hero in the game. So I would say I'm going to put him at the top of the based category for now, and I think he might stay there for a while, just because he's one of the better based heroes. Alright, next up we have Blue Beetle. Now, Blue Beetle is very fun to play as, and very easy to play as. Is he the best? No, but, you know, on the roster, it's nice to have more C, B list heroes. So that's what I like about Blue Beetle. It's fun that Blue Beetle is in this game. It's fun to have that character available to play. I would obviously have preferred it was Ted Gordon, not Jaime Reyes, as Blue Beetle, but, you know, that's not really that bad, and the voice actor is a little annoying, especially the grunting. So, you know, Blue Beetle isn't the best, but he's not the worst. So I'm going to put him right above Superman in the based category.
Please let me win.
And I might move him down a little bit. Alright, so next up we have Deadshot, and a lot of people really love Deadshot, but I've never really understood the hype. I mean, he's not really my favorite player to play as. I mean, he's fun, he's a great addition to the roster, but his Deathstroke is so much cooler. And I know that this game came kind of close to when Suicide Squad came out. That kind of explains why Champions is here, and Harley Quinn, and Deadshot. So, he's not my favorite, but I would have really rather preferred Deathstroke. So, for now, I'm going to put him at the bottom of Rather Not, and I think he's going to stay there for a while. I know he's fun to play as, and I definitely like playing as him, and I know people will be so good with him, but all in all, I would have rather had someone else. He's really not my favorite. He doesn't have any cool skins, shaders, kind of black. So, he's going to go near the bottom. Alright, next up we have Black Adam. Fun to play as, but I mean, Black Adam, but no Shazam, kind of feels weird. It's kind of weird just not having Shazam, but having Black Adam. I'm also not that much of a Black Adam fan, and the accent is kind of annoying to keep hearing over and over. And he's just not the coolest, but he's pretty good, and it's pretty fun to play.
Wait, can you please let me win?
Inusable for right now. I don't think he's the best. I don't think he's the worst. He's very Alright, next up we have Bane, who is very hard to beat. So very fast. He has those shaders, and overall, he's a cool character. Another Batman road. I mean, come on, that's a lot of Batman. This very small character roster. So I'm going to put him at the top of Rather Not. Because honestly, over all these characters, I would never pick Bane over any of them. Alright, next up we have Enchantress, who is hard to beat, and she's okay to play as, but it's such a stupid choice, and I understand why they put her here. I mean, when the game was in development, they do Suicide Squad or something else, so that's, again, why characters are here. But I would never want another Enchantress, and I don't think I have it twice. So, I'm gonna put her at the very bottom of Rather Not. She's not Justice League level bad. She's not the worst character here, but would never win. Alright, next up we have Atrocitus. Atrocitus is just so cool. I know he's definitely not the best choice. Sinestro would be much cooler, much more essential, iconic, but Atrocitus is fun to play against. He's fun to play as. He's a cool addition to the game, and Dexstar is awesome. Red Lantern. So I'm going to put him in the middle of base, right above the Blue Beetle. I don't really play as him that often, but I like playing against him and everything about him. Really fun there. Alright, next up is Batman, and obviously Batman's Batman, so he has to be your roster.
Please let me win.
He's very fun to play with. Not so fun to play against. He can become very annoying after a while. But he's one of the best characters in the game. I mean, he's the main character of the story. And, you know, Batman's Batman. I don't have to explain myself as to why he is at the top of God tier for right now. Obviously, he's not going to stay there because he's not the best character to play as, but he's one of the best, and I would definitely put him in. Alright, next up we have Firestorm. Now, Firestorm is the same situation as Blue Beetle, which, funny enough, they're both in the storyline together. But I would, any chance I would get, I would choose Firestorm over Blue Beetle just because he's a little funner to play as, and I like his moves a tiny bit more. His super move makes no sense. I mean, most super moves don't, but his makes especially the least sense because he has nuclear power, so why would he send you to hell? But he would... Alright, next up is Gorilla Grodd. Now, Gorilla Grodd is pretty good, but why would you ever want someone with that big of hit on? Why would you ever want to play as Gorilla Grodd? I mean, he needs to be in the game, obviously. The story is a huge part, and I like him in the roster because he's a good Flash Rogue, but he doesn't have a clear skin. He's not that cool. He's just a giant gorilla. He's fun, but he's not that fun. And I would kind of say he's kind of the same as Black Adam. So I'm going to put him above Black Adam for now. But he could go down later. Alright, Harley Quinn in this game is awesome. I mean, she's just so fun to play as. She's just one of the best iterations of Harley Quinn. I mean, the voice actress does a brilliant job. Her skin are all amazing. Her power-up is very fun. And I just love playing as Harley, and I love playing against Harley. I wish she can become annoying. So I'm going to put her in God tier, just above Adam. Alright, next up we have Hellboy, who I would say is probably one of the worst characters in this whole game. I mean, I would never want to play as Hellboy. He's not fun, he's not cool, I'm not a Hellboy fan, and it's just not fun to play as against anything. I mean, he's boring and he sucks, so Justice League. Alright, next up is Aquaman. Now, I don't play as Aquaman too much, but he's a great character. I mean, that's all you can really say. He's very good, and good is based. So I would put him just in the middle of Firestorm and Blue Beetle. I think that's where he's right now. Alright, next up we have Poison Ivy, and Poison Ivy is amazing. She's so OP. Her powers are so overpowered. She's so fun to play as. I mean, and her voice acting is done amazing, and her super move is so cool. So, I mean, I know I'm repeating myself a lot here, but she's really fun. So I'm going to put her just above Atrocitus, which is very high, yes, and I don't play as her too often, but I can definitely see if I got good characters, I could destroy her. Alright, next up we have the Joker, and the Joker needs to be in this game, obviously. But the problem with the Joker is that the haircut is so bad. I mean, God, that god-awful haircut for Joker is so... I guess the only reason I don't play it is it's fun to play as. I mean, yeah, his voice acting is, of course, brilliant. But why would I ever want to play that Joker? All of his styles are so stupid. I just, oh god, he's so ugly looking. So, honestly, I'm gonna put him in invisible. But I think Super Rod just because of how fun he is to play as. And
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Add me as a friend, please, if you can. Are you letting me win? I appreciate it. I know you're better than me. I'm not even doubting. Thank you.
Really, anyone would. His styles aren't all that cool. So I'm gonna put him in rather not for now. I'm gonna put him right above Deadshot, just because. No,
I appreciate it.
Actually, I'm gonna put him.
I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
I love his look and just how he is in this game, storyline-wise and appearance-wise, but I don't know why I would ever want to play as Dr. Fate. Alright, so next up is Captain Cold, and now Captain Cold obviously has one of the coolest premiere skins in Mr. Freeze. But he's not the funnest to play.
I need to win the set, I think, for the daily thing.
Very, very strong.
But also, I need my trophy horse, so if you can add me if you want to boost, though.
So I'm gonna put him in the top of usable. And I think actually I'm gonna put Superman below. Actually, I'm gonna put Joker above Freeze, Superman in the middle of Freeze, like that. And I think that works correctly. Alright, so next up we have Raiden. Now, Raiden is good to play as, but here's the problem. MK characters should not be in Injustice at all. I mean, there's no reason they should be in the game.
Because this is a DC game, we need as many DC characters as we can get. We need Beast Boy, we need Martian Manhunter. MK characters shouldn't be in the game. So, therefore, I'm going to put him at the top of rather not, just because he is fun to play as, he's a good character. But I would never play as him, and this is a DC game. We don't need these characters. Alright, so next up is Jason Todd, a Red Hood. Now, I love Red Hood. Here's the problem. His voice actor is so annoying, man. I mean, I can't listen to him for more than like 5 seconds. I don't know what it is. He sounds so animated, so he's overacting. And also, the Red Hood, I've never been able to use him very well. Maybe just I haven't found counters very well with, but I don't really play this Red Hood. I'm gonna put him in usable just because we need.
Thank you.
Game. Obviously, he's very
I really
essential,
appreciate it.
but he's just not very fun to play as. He's not very good. His voice lines are also I think with Firestorm is good too. So I'm gonna put him just below Black Adam, yeah, but above Raiden. That seems fair. All right, next up we have Black Canary. Black Canary is great. There's nothing else really to say. She's fun. She's great. She's balanced.
Please just let me win this. You're gonna beat me. You're gonna destroy me. Please. We can rematch, but please, I just need this.
Above Firestorm. She's not better than Atrocitus, but she's not worse than Firestorm. She's a really middle ground character. She's really easy to use. She's really fun. Alright, next up we have Cheetah. I hate Cheetah. Is it because of Wonder Woman 84? Yeah. But also, I don't know why I would ever want to play as Cheetah. And I never will play as Cheetah. I'm sure she's okay. But no. So, Justice League. Yeah, below Hellboy. Alright, next up we have Robin. Now, Robin's okay. I mean, he's very fun to use, but he's not the best. The thing is...
Please, man. Please. I know you're better than me. Let's make it clear.
And honestly, there has to be a Robin in the game, so I'm gonna put him at the very top of usable, but below Joker, just because Joker's so easy to use and fun to use. But Robin's
I know, but you could beat my ass, bro.
I'm using a lot of the same terminology here, so I apologize for that. But, yeah, Robin's just not that great. He's not that bad. He goes, also Damian Wayne sucks. Next up is Scarecrow. Scarecrow sucks to fight against with most people. I mean, I hate fighting against Scarecrow. I can't really fight very well with Scarecrow. So I'm going to put him in rather not, just because I would rather not play him. I'm sure he's okay. I'm sure he's fine. Also, why is there another Batman rogue? It's the only Batman rogue that should be Joker, Poison Ivy.
I know you can beat me, bro.
And I would love to use this, but I'm going to put Scarecrow at the very bottom of rather not, just because I'd rather never play with him. Alright,
no, you already,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're great. They're so fun to play as. They're so hard to play against. They're some of the best. Again, the problem is I don't want these other characters in my DC games. And I know that the Batman has crossed over with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so that does raise him a little bit, but not that much. So I'm going to put him at the very bottom of base, but he is better than Blue Beetle. Not better than Aquaman, but I mean... Alright, next up is one of my personal favorites, Starfire. Starfire is amazing. She's so overpowered.
With so many characters on the roster, Injustice 2 gives you a ton of fighting styles to choose from. Now, the question is, which one is for you? Who should you start playing with if you're just starting out? And why does it matter who you're using? Don't worry, I'm here to answer these questions in this video. Welcome to my top 5 Injustice 2 characters for beginners.
Please let me win, bro. I just want the trophy.
What's good, guys? My name is Model Games, and welcome to another video for my top list series. Today, we're going to be talking about the best Injustice 2 character for beginners. I think it's very important to know which characters are easy to play, so that you can pick them up and have an easy time playing this game. Some of you might argue, why does it matter who you're using? Because pick a character and that's it. I totally agree with that. But there are some characters in this game that help us learn mechanics and fundamentals faster. Many characters are also unique and offer playstyles that we might not be comfortable with at first. So that is why we have easy to play characters to eventually help us find our favorite playstyle. First off, before we get started, I would like to mention a few things. This is my personal list, for characters that I would recommend to new players. I look for characters that are easy when it comes to executing combos. They don't require any strict timing, and special attacks are not too complex, and combos are very simple to put together. I try to put at least one character from each playstyle, so that you have a choice on what playstyle you like to try out first. And also, take note that this video will be uploaded before all the DLC released and playable. Anyways, if you end up enjoying this video, don't forget to like this video to let me know you guys want more videos like this. With that being said, let us get started. Starting off on our list at number 5 is Black Canary. If you like rushdown characters, you find Black Canary one of the best rushdown characters to use. Black Canary is on this list because she has very strong combo streams that can lead up to big damage and has very good mix of attacks. What makes her a great choice for beginners is how for a rushdown character, she can be very straightforward to use. Her special attacks are also simple, which makes it easy to make up setup combos. Because Black Canary is a rushdown character, your main goal is to get close and use your mix of attacks to get in your opponent and deal massive amount of damage. Her 2-1 low combo starter and her 2-3 overhead combo starter I think is one of the best attacks in this game since it's very simple to pull off and can lead up to big combo for a good amount of damage. Now, as a rushdown character, you of course excel in close range combat, but the problem starts when you're at full screen. One of the reasons why I like Black Canary as a rushdown character is because she has a full screen attack that can hopefully get you a free combo. This can help beginners gain plenty of new opportunities for a free combo. Once Black Canary character trait is activated, she stuns the opponent for a short amount of time. There are 3 levels to each Canary Cry. Level 1 has very short range and is the weakest one. Level 2 has a little bit more range and could stun the opponent longer. Level 3 Canary Cry has the longest range and knocks the opponent back full screen longer, allowing you to do any additional attacks. Overall, Black Canary compared to other rushdown characters in the game I think is a much easier character to use. Her mix of attacks, setup combos, and her character trait are all very straightforward. Because of these reasons, I think this makes her a good choice for beginners. Next on the list at number 4 is Deadshot. If you like zoning characters, Deadshot is one of the easiest to play. Deadshot is on his list because he has very strong zoning options and pretty good close range attacks. He has very nice mix of options, low and overhead, that give you the ability to mix up your play when your opponent gets close. His combos are short but very effective since they push your opponent away from you, helping you set up your zoning again. What makes him a great choice for beginners is how simple his playstyle is. For the most part, you want to be at mid to far range so that you're able to zone your opponent. Because Deadshot is a strong zoning character, you have many ways to zone your opponent. His first option is Wrist Cannon, and it unleashes a quick projectile towards your opponent. The next zoning tool is Trick Shot, and he shoots the ground and causes the bullet to ricochet into the air diagonally. His third zoning option, Bullet Barrage, is another high projectile attack, and shoots a burst of bullets towards your opponent. His final zoning option, Deadly Assault, shoots a quick low projectile. Meter Burn this will shoot a burst of bullets towards your opponent. When Deadshot character trait is activated, you have the option to choose what kind of projectile buff you like. Pressing forward will change his projectile into Incendiary Ammo, which adds damage over time. Pressing back +4 will change his projectile into Explosive Ammo, which does additional damage and knocks your opponent back. Pressing forward +4 is his last buff, and changes his projectile into Poison Ammo, which will drain the opponent's super meter. With these buffs, you have many ways to approach your opponent. Overall, Deadshot is an easy to play character because all you have to do is effectively zone your opponent and punish them for getting in close. This playstyle could really benefit beginner players because there is not a lot to do. If you keep your distance away from your opponent, you will have a higher chance of winning. If zoning is the playstyle that you're interested in, Deadshot is the character for you. Next on the list at number 3 is Green Arrow. If you like balanced characters, Green Arrow is another good choice for beginners. Green Arrow is on this list because it has pretty good combo strings and has pretty good zoning options. His combos are short but very